Hi, my name's Elijah, and today we'll be reading My Parents Think I'm Asleep by Jack Prelutusky. My parents think I'm sleeping, but I'm positively not, for beneath my pile of covers I'm doing quite a lot. I am reading poems and stories, I have got my flashlight lit, I am playing with the pieces of my model rocket kit. I was quiet as my shadow till the moment they were gone, then I dove beneath the covers and snapped the flashlight on. So my parents think I'm sleeping, but that's simply their mistake. I have got them fooled completely, I'm really wide awake. Tonight is impossibly noisy, it's filled with horrible sounds as if dozens of ogres and tigers are stuck on a merry-go-round. It sounds like monkeys are dancing on needles and pins, and an out-of-tune elephant orchestra is sawing on a steel violin. Tonight is impossibly noisy, the air is full of screeches and roars, it sounds as pigs are stampeding pursued by enraged dinosaurs. It sounds like poltergeist armies is holding midnight parades, it's only the alley cat chorus and the Larsy backyard serenade. The clouds I watched this afternoon were flocks of silent sheep, but now they've turned to smoky wolves that watch me while I sleep. All night they prowl before the moon, till the morning when I rise, then once again, while fleecy white sheep will float across the sky. Night is here, and night is there, and night is all around. I feel its presence everywhere, and yet it makes no sound. And so it's time to close my eyes and dream the night away, until the sunlight up the skies and welcomes back the day. A spooky sort of shadow. There's a spooky sort of shadow dancing weirdly on the wall. It's a creature that I've never seen. It's creepy and it's eerie, and so positively tall that it screeches from the ceiling to the floor. Its mouth is full of needles and it has a giant eye, and it's moving in a hungry sort of way. It surely could destroy me if it only cared to try. So I hope it's had enough to eat today. That shadow makes me nervous. I don't dare close my eyes. I'm afraid I may be eaten, head and all, if I fall asleep tonight. I'll be taken by surprise in the shadow dancing on my bedroom wall. What happens to the colors? What happens to the colors when the night replaces day? What turns the warrens to ravens and the trees to shade of gray? Who paints away the garden when the sky is seas of ink? Who robs the sleeping flowers of their purple and their pink? What makes the midnight clover quiver back upon the lawn? What happens to the colors? What brings them back at dawn? I have been in bed for hours, but I sure am wide awake, for my head is filled with visions of a forest by a lake. I hear frogs and crickets calling. I am aware of fireflies. I can see the moon reflected in an owl's unblinking eyes. I tiptoe very softly past a hive of drowsy bees. High above a cloud, Mender's tiny stars shine through the trees. I sit beside the water as a silent swan glides by. I climb the breezy hilltop where I almost touch the sky. I watch as fishes splashing in a clear crystal stream. It's very lovely forest, far too real to be a dream. I'm lying in the darkness with a smile upon my face as I'm thinking of my stomach, which has got an empty space. In that corner of the kitchen with a piece of chocolate cake, I have got to get my hands on it for my empty stomach's sake. When my parents are both sleeping, I can tell by father's snore. I will sneak out of my bedroom. I will tiptoe past their door. I will slip into the kitchen without a noise or light, and if I'm really careful, I will have the cake tonight. I was having trouble sleeping when I heard the pleasant sound of raindrops softly falling on the rooftop and the ground. I hurried to the window just to watch them as they fell. They filled the nights with sparkles and the fresh and lovely smell. I started feeling sleepy, so I climbed back into bed and fell asleep while listening to the raindrops overhead. It is so still tonight, there is no sound at all, no tapping on the window pane, no footsteps in the hall. No barking dog or screeching cat, no mouse beneath my bed, no rustle of a windy leaf, nor raindrops overhead. I lie beneath my covers with my pillow to my ear, and my breathing and my heartbeat are the only sound I hear. If it was sunlight shining, I'd know that it was day. I'd gobble down my breakfast and then hurry out to play. If it was sunlight shining, I would not be indoors. I'd race around the garden and I'd fill the air with roars. If it was sunlight shining, I'd be a chimpanzee. I'd run, I'd jump, I'd tumble, and I'd climb up a tree. But it is moonlight shining, my eyes are getting red, my head is full of cobwebs, and I am off to bed. When I am nearly sleeping in the middle of the night and I hear the creeping and thudding of things that like to bite, you may be completely certain that I haven't any fear, though when it is on the curtain, how I wish it were not here. When I sense the creature perching on my window underneath and suspect that it is searching for a spot to sink its teeth. When I'm sure I feel it fitting but an inch above my head. I am glad the lamp is sitting on the table beside my bed. A million candles fill the night, they glister in the dark, and though by day they hide their glow, now each displays its spark. Amidst them all there is one light that has a special shine, and that's the one whose name I know, and I think that it knows mine. I'm awake, I cannot shut my eyes, I'm unable to sleep, though I may have tried. I'm sure I've explored every inch of my bed, my body's exhausted and so is my head. I wiggle, I fidget, I tumble, I twist, I pound my poor pillow with my fist after fist. I stopped counting sheep when I reached 93, I'm awake, I cannot fall asleep. The end. So, for the activity for after the book, it is a word search that has many of the words that you heard in the book in the word search. So thank you for sitting with me today and reading this story. I hope everybody's doing well and you have a good day.